You ready?
Hey, listen!
Get some.
Yeah.
Hey, listen!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Lawrence's Let's Plays. Today I'm bringing to you my choice of 6 epics in the game that I feel are really legendaries in disguise, and I'll go over a little bit about their kits and explain to you why I feel that that's the case. To my returning viewers, thanks so much for your continued support. If you're new to the channel, thank you as well for stopping by. Nothing really left to say. I'm Lawrence, and let's play. So, for brevity, to not make this video super long, I'm not going to go into all their kits like specifically and read all the stuff that they do, but and also I want to point out this is not in any specific order. I'm not ordering these. I'm just simply picking heroes that I felt are really so good because of the utility they bring or how good they are at their role and things like that, different skills that they bring to the table, that I feel like these are truly epics that really could be legendaries. They are that good. So again, no specific order. Let's just jump right in. We're going to start with the North Throne because I got a couple to list from here. And first off, we're going to start with Maul. Maul is absolutely amazing. Be sure to watch Ma Bucket's video where he showed the difference between a Maul and a Razak. I also have Razak. A lot of people want to say that Razak is basically the legendary version of Maul. But in reality, because of, and I'll show this off real quick, Salt Erosion, every 25 seconds extends the attack range. Each attack deals 150% damage, and basic attack can inflict defense reduction. That is a 10% reduction in the enemy's defense on the enemies for 3 seconds. The effect lasts for 8 seconds, and it can go up to 10 seconds. Defense reduction can be increased by another 5%, so it goes to 15%. Also, with Awakenings, you're going to see one of these. Well, Salt Erosion also inflicts slow. He can also freeze enemies. Abyssal Surge on his ult, and cost -5. But yeah, he freezes them, knocks them back. He's amazing. He does AoE on his basic. He does AoE on his ult. He is incredibly powerful throughout the game. He's going to greatly benefit you in like Gear Raid 3, where he can hold down either the left or the right side, especially in the higher difficulties, stage 19 and on. He's absolutely critical for your progression. Just does a ass ton of damage, and he can be used throughout the game. Anywhere where you're trying to hit multiple enemies with AoE, he's amazing. Jump right into my second pick, Vortex. I mean, what else can you say about Vortex? Vortex is literally the epic version of Elwyn. I stand by what I said before. I believe that Vortex is, and I have a video on this too, be sure to watch that, the one epic that I feel that all accounts must have for progression of your account throughout the game is Vortex. What does Vortex do? He's HP based healing, so he's very easy to build. He overheals his allies to provide them a shield to mitigate damage. On his Awakenings, when on the field, grants a random ally a shield equal to 20% of their HP every 25 seconds. This effect lasts for 10 seconds. At A3, I believe it is, yes. Increases the healing multiplier on platform units by 20%. He is going to help you throughout everything. Void Rift, you need him in Guild Boss. You can use him in Guild Raid 1. You can use him in Guild Raid 2. You're going to need him in Guild Raid 2. Going to need him in Guild Raid 3. So he is fantastic, going to help you throughout the game as well. Nightmare Tower, or I'm sorry, Nightmare Council. Let's go with my boy Deimos. Deimos is amazing. Fantastic. Single target damage dealer, but constantly stacks, does more and more damage. Against a guild boss, he's really going to shine because he has this ability on his ult. Is it his ult or his passive? No, I'm sorry. It's on his passive. Tearing. Each consecutive attack attacks the same target. Increases damage by 10% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 6 times. So that can be up to 6% increased damage. Excuse me. The duration of the effect will not be refreshed after reaching the maximum number of stacks. Stacks will reset upon switching targets. Well, he's not ever going to switch a target against a guild boss because he's always hitting the guild boss, so he's always going to get these increases in damage. Fantastic hero. in his awakenings during the effect of ancestral presence, dealing damage to restores 3% HP. So it gives him some survivability, so he's going to survive and be able to self-sustain. Crit rate is just a little bit, okay, plus 5%. Tearing stat cap plus 1 is really good. Penetration plus 5%. When tearing reaches full stacks, attack also ignores 15% of the target's defense. He's going to help you anywhere where you're trying to beat down on a single target, in particular bosses like Guild Boss. So he's a fantastic unit as well. Be very happy if you have him. Let's see. Dolores. Absolutely Dolores, all the way. Dolores provides inspiration for your allies on her ult. At A1, it increases by another 20%. That is a 40% damage increase. A1, add 20%, 60% damage increase to all allies within her heal range, which is, as you see on the screen, is kind of a weird range how she has it, but she helps you instantly in Guild Boss. Your guild, like Cetrim, your Guild Boss team gets instantly better, and your scores instantly go up because of having Dolores. It's that simple. You need her all throughout the game. You can use her in Void Rift. You can use her in Gear Raid 1. You can use her in Gear Raid 3. You can use her in Arena. I don't. I know I see people using her because of her ability to boost all the allies' attacks so quickly. I honestly don't use her in Arena. I feel like my team comps are strong enough that I can actually beat out someone that's using Dolores, but she's fantastic throughout the game, getting that boost of attack to the allies within her range at A1, making that a 60% boost is pretty nasty. Definitely another hero you're going to want. Let's see, my other hero was here. I already said Maul, Vortex. Staying in Northrend, there are several in Northrend. We got Maul, we got Vortex. We got to talk about Olag. Olag, I want to make this point very specific. In my video for the top 5 defenders, you'll see that I absolutely did list Captain Reeve number 1. I still stand by that. The reason why Captain Reeve, in my opinion, is number 1 is because of the additional, what he brings to the table additionally. It's not just a brick wall that's absorbing damage, but he actually, if you build him as an attack unit, he is a hybrid defender and damage dealer. He can deal quite a bit of damage. His range is amazing, so he has great utility. But Olag, as far as a true defender, someone that you're not building to do damage, you're just simply building to just be an absolute immovable force, you cannot beat Olag. It's that simple. I know Brokir has just been recently released to the game, and the consensus is he is the best defender in the game now. But prior to his release, I would say Olag, even out of the legendaries, and again, this is a video about epics as legendaries in disguise, I believe he is truly a legendary. Before Brokir got released as the pure role of defender, I don't think anyone's better than Olag other than the new Brokir. He's amazing. He absorbs a ridiculous amount of damage. I have him absorbing like 85% of damage, like it's crazy. Also, if you equip him with Olag's Wall, he goes from a block rating of holding back 3 enemies to holding back 4 enemies. So he is absolutely amazing. I'm going to mention one more, and then I'm going to give an honorable mention. We're going to go to Star Piercers, which is my absolute favorite faction in the game. Be sure to watch that video. I got a video up about my favorite faction in the game, which happens to be Star Piercers. Just to let you know, my second favorite is Nightmare Council, and I have quite a few Nightmare Council as well. But in Star Piercers, you cannot deny Toriel. What makes Toriel so good is her ult having unlimited range. There are several instances throughout the game, story campaign in particular, also like Gear Raid 3, where that is absolutely critical. And I apologize, she's no longer called Toriel. She's actually called Idril. But Idril, formerly known as Toriel, is amazing. The unlimited range she gets with her ult to hit enemies from anywhere on the battlefield. Also does a nice little thing where she helps her allies using limitless shots, which is her ult. Recovers rage for allies with 5% of the rage caps. Attack speed gives her a little bit more attack speed, but this is the big one, A5, and I have mine A5. During the effect of limitless shots, every kill extends its duration by 3 seconds. Well, through max skill ups, her ult goes from 15-second duration to 25, and then every time you kill an enemy, you increase the duration of that ult by an additional 3 seconds, which is just bonkers. She's absolutely critical throughout the game, story campaign, Gear Raid 3. You can use her throughout the game everywhere. I even use her in Guild Boss. Finally, my honorable mention, Nightmare Council. Again, my second favorite faction in the game. Gotta go with my boy, wherever he is. Where is he? Wrath. Here's why he's honorable mention and why I'm not putting him down to say, okay, he's absolutely a legendary in disguise as an epic. Because what really pushes him to where he would be more like a legendary status is you have to get him to A5. When Heavy Blow is triggered, the hero restores HP equal to 30% of the total damage dealt, because that gives him huge survivability, self-sustain by leeching health off the enemy from damage he deals during his ult. But without that, I tend to find that my Wrath really needs to have the help of a healer. There's several times that my Wrath has died before I was able to awaken him to A5. He could deal quite a bit of damage, but without that self-sustain, the ability to kind of keep himself alive even without a healer's help, it was a little bit more difficult. And that's my picks, guys. Certainly I'm happy to have you share your picks. Leave me a comment, let me know, are there any other epics that you feel could be legendary status? Are there is my list well thought out, put together? Did you think I maybe overlooked someone or overvalued or undervalued someone? I'm always happy to hear your comments and respond to those accordingly. Make sure to keep it locked right here at Lawrence's Let's Plays for additional Watcher of Realms content coming your way real soon. Whew, I'm really out of breath. It's really hot here today. Also consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already to help my channel to grow. I do want to leave you guys with this real quick. I just started playing this morning Dragonair Silent Gods, so be on the lookout for that. I'm coming up with a kind of new channel logo idea for a secondary channel, specifically focusing on Dragonair Silent Gods content. In the meantime, I will, even though you notice I changed my channel to Lawrence's Let's Plays Watcher of Realms, so you guys know that when you come to my channel, that's the content you're getting. I'm specifically focused on Watcher of Realms for this channel, but I will have some Dragonair Silent Gods videos on my channel right now for Watcher of Realms until I create a new channel, come up with a new logo, kind of kicking some ideas around and start that new channel. So I hope that you'll join me over there too if you guys decide to play that game, and you'll consider subscribing to my channel over there as well, as I'll be bringing Dragonair Silent Gods content to you as well. Nothing really left to say. I'm Lawrence. I'm super out of breath. It's hot in West Virginia. Whew! And I am out of breath. And I am out of here. And I'll talk to you guys very soon.